no hat. Huh?
No hat today. Yes, no hat today. That's
No
okay.
hat. All right. All right. Well, we are live here. It
Love it.
is myself and Mitch, and it is the last day of February already, and we are excited to be here. It's been a few weeks since we've been
Yeah.
together. Got that COVID going around. It's been a few years, and it knocked me on my ass. So
I had that at the beginning of January, and it was just the worst. Like, oh my God. It lasted for a good like 4 weeks. I mean, I lost my
4 weeks.
voice at a
Shit.
point
Yeah.
too. It was nuts. Like
Yeah.
it was
I'm
bad.
on week 2, and it's yeah,
It was
it's
bad.
worse for us men too. My wife
Yes.
like loves the man cold, thing,
Yeah.
but it's like tropical smoothie every day right now.
I love
That's
that for you. That's a great excuse to get tropical smoothie.
Yeah. Well, honestly, it's one of the only things I can semi taste. Like I lost
Oh,
all
sure.
sense of taste. Like this is,
Wow.
completely. It's so
Wow.
weird. Weirdest thing.
Yeah.
But I can taste tropical smoothie right now and Chick-fil-A, and that's about it.
And
So,
look, what else could a man need? Really,
right?
are those two things.
I know. What an excuse. So my wife's getting Chick-fil-A right now. So
I love that.
God
I
bless
love
her.
that.
All right. Well, hey, let's go over some wins because I had COVID, was down and out, was down a little bit. But with the NBA All-Star break, and man, have we had come back strong though.
Yeah.
We are rocking and rolling. So let's show you guys. I don't know, Mitch, I'll pull that up, and then if you want to put in the
Yep.
comments, the Discord free
Absolutely.
link while we're doing this, that would be awesome.
Absolutely.
And then we'll get into like an underdog play, and then we will get into probably the sharp report. So yeah, I am excited for today. Gets me out of bed.
I mean, we've actually been kind of blessed with the NBA over the past week. Like there have been a lot of games every day, which has been fun.
Yes.
The smaller slates are never fun when you only have like 2 or 3 or 4 teams to choose from, right? Like,
No.
but yeah,
Not at all.
it's been pretty smooth sailing, I think, for a lot of us since the NBA came back.
Yeah, for sure. And we got MLB around the corner.
Whew. I love it. Okay, there's the Discord. Let's go.
In our pro section here, we got Madness with the DK pick 6. And then we just crushed Underdog last night, so that was fun. We had we had some boosts. Underdog likes to give, they're really growing right now, trying to kind of take over in the industry. I feel like trying to take over Prize Picks, in my opinion. So they're giving out all kinds of free money. So we're taking advantage of those in the free section and the pro pick'em section. So we hit on the Milwaukee game boost. We had that one right there, and then we also had like a discount pick right here that we hit with Giannis and LeBron. As you can see, here's if you wanna lock these in. I don't know. I put these out last night, but our Proptimizer gets this stuff right away.
Yeah.
Guys, so like I put these picks out, so I'm pretty sure that they bumped. I even put out Asar at 16.5 points and rebounds. He's all the way up to 18.5, and you're not even getting a full multiplier. So
oh my goodness,
just another reason to get in the pro section, because you can get this stuff as soon as I post it. And then we got a couple of free plays here. This is Madness here, and then I got a second protected play. I'll hop over to our free section.
I will tell you, that's also the jankiest screenshot I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, that was me taking a picture off my computer there. That's the best I could do with COVID, man. So I do have my protected play for today. I have that one with the link in our free section. I'm not sure if all of the plays are still available, but if you want to hit those up, there's a ton of value right now on free throws, and I like to get those out because
Ooh.
for whatever reason, we get these days sometimes where just free throws, it's like minus 175. A lot of some of these for Asar Thompson under 1.5 free throws. We don't love looking at the last 5 or whatever, but he's just not like a get it to the free throw line guy or make free throws. He hasn't hit any of those in the last 5. So that's just an example there. But like all of these are like minus 150 to minus 175. So pretty good stuff there. And then Aaron Gordon is questionable. I wouldn't be surprised if he's out tonight. So Christian Braun has been getting to the line, and if Aaron Gordon's out, that's even more reason for him there. So that protected play I'm really excited about because I feel like we're going to hit that 6 pick tonight. So I'm excited about that. And then just show you a few more picks that we got because it's been a minute. But I want to show you that we are winning in the free section too. It's not just about the pro section, guys. So, we have picks on X, but we also put out, both Madness and myself put out the boost play yesterday in the free section, and we both hit. So,
Love that.
Yeah, I mean, if you were able to play both of those, like you won some pretty good money. And then, we had the Luka free square, which Underdog is putting out a Luka promo every time he plays. We hit that on Underdog, and then Better was another play. So we're rolling right now, guys. We are rolling. So got some free plays out today already, of course. Sleeper, Underdog, Better, like you name it, we got it. We're adding books like every single week, and we're taking advantage of these promos, and we're taking the money from these books. We use the edge on our Proptimizer, and it works.
Yeah, I mean, and obviously when we'll get to it in a second, but I mean, we have now. I mean, since the last time that we talked here, I think we almost doubled the Proptimizers that we have, right? It's nuts. The way that Sharp is able to find value no matter what market you use is just incredible.
Yeah, and we'll show you guys those after we do our Underdog play here, because I got people telling me that I got an hour left for the Underdog 50% boost play. So we got to make sure we take care of that.
Okay, let's take care of it then.
Yeah, let's do it. So it's the only problem with putting out these free plays. Then everyone, it's like what Jimmy Butler said last night when Curry went off. Like you kind of expected then, and then I'm like, damn it, I missed one. I'm sorry, I feel bad, But man, that was fun to watch last night.
Last night was awesome. I mean, like I said, I had the over, so I was every time he shot, I pretty much was. It was incredible. I mean, he accounted for literally 1/4 of the total points, like almost, right? So that was definitely cool. It was definitely cool. And then he just stopped scoring, which was fine. Like they were up and it was fine. But
yeah, they were like, it's time to go to the bench too. Yeah. Like just take a little break. You're 37 almost. So but that I mean, even like 3/4 half shot,
crazy.
Just crazy. Insane. He's an alien.
So, he really is. He really is.
Just enjoy it while you guys can. That's what I say. And then I saw someone on X today put a reminder. Okay, Steph, February 27th. Just
that's
remember
my
that.
birthday. Like February
Oh,
27th is my birthday.
happy
Like yesterday
birthday.
was my birthday.
Ooh.
So he legitimately, every year I put it's on my calendar. Like Steph
Yeah.
Curry always goes off on my birthday.
Oh, so you did really bet yeah, that's
I did.
good. Good
Yes.
stuff.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna I'm gonna remember that.
Yeah.
But I mean, hey, the Warriors, I mean, you do not want to be playing the Warriors
I
in
know.
the playoffs. I could see him getting another one this year now with Butler. It's a different vibe over there right now.
And like they know, right? That locker room knows, that culture knows, like that you don't have to be pedal to the metal every game, right? You don't have to win every game as long as you're like healthy for the playoffs. That team can compete with anyone for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, and then adding Jimmy Butler, I mean, and he's
But
locked
he's
in. He
been
was
there
a little
too,
tired last
right?
night.
I mean, he's been there too. Like he knows what it takes to get to get to the finals. Like he's done it twice,
Yeah,
right?
everyone knows
Like
about playoff Jimmy, so
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and then they don't even have Kaminga right now,
I know,
which is crazy.
I know.
So
They look good.
that's gonna
They look good.
be it's gonna be a scary team. So
Yeah.
talk about a future. I saw them at plus 3,900 the other day, or yeah, something like that. So
Woo!
man, got to jump on that. So.
Yeah.
Um, all right. So actually, yeah, since we're going to the Proptimizer, we'll go ahead and take a look. Might as well take a look at the Proptimizer. So check this out, guys. I can't even play some of these because like Thrills isn't in my state. Boom is going to be up and running pretty soon. I'm
Mhm.
really excited about that. Uh, and just my little plug, and I haven't been on here in a minute, and just my little plug is what's up, Nino? Um, like there's no reason not to have, like, the more the better, because like I can tell you, I talk to people every day about these sites, and like there is an advantage on every single one of them. There's like a line that you may have that's not on another. There's
Yep.
lines like on Boom Fantasy, for example. You can do alt lines on rebounds and assists, and
That's
so
sweet.
it's pretty cool, like to be able to do that. So and then you take advantage, there's promos every day, so if you're playing on Sleeper, you take advantage of those promos. On Underdog, like we're going to Prize Picks, and then the next day it might be on Better and Boom Fantasy. So like if you like, you can literally build your bankroll on each one if you do it right. So
Yeah.
that's what we help you do here at Sharp as well. So let's take a look at Underdog, and we got a 50% boost that we're going to apply to this entry. Well, let's pull up the NBA.
There's just not a ton of value today.
There's not a ton of value. So we may have to kind of a little segue from what we're talking about. We may have to take some outlines on something we
Yeah.
like. So something that I kind of will do sometimes with that is like, let's say we don't have that 54.25% edge
Sure.
that we'd like to do. So maybe we usually it's on the PRA though, so maybe we take a alt line or something,
Sure.
for like a Dyson Daniels. Maybe they have him higher at like 27.5, and
Yeah,
we
that's
take
that's what I
under.
was thinking too, right? Like that number seems good to me. Like, yeah.
Yeah, so we got let's see, we got him at 25.5 on, like you said, just not a great edge today. I don't love it, but
Yeah.
because you're only minus 120 on some of these unders, it's
Yeah.
kind of split down the middle. But going up against OKC, 40% of the time he's been under.
Yeah.
So that's a potential line right there that we
Yeah.
could take. And trying to see if there's anything else. Anything else on here? So LeBron, it's hard to go against LeBron here. Just popped off there.
What about and just for other people's sake, like at the very top you have, how do you say his name? Gui?
Muhammad, I don't know.
Like
I don't know.
that line of 0.5 assists. I mean, we've talked about this before, but it's just a tough line to take, right? Even if it does say that there's value, because literally, I mean, he could dish it off for like a dunk or something, and that's it, right? Game over. So, which is good, right? But if he doesn't get playing time or something like that, like I don't love
Especially
it.
with the guy like that.
Yeah.
So, so not a ton of value. That's kind of why I haven't put out a play. One of the reasons I haven't put out a play, but let's see here.
Now I will say that like a guy like Donovan Klingon,
mm-hmm.
how you pronounce it. His points and rebounds line is at 17.5. But the Sharp app projects at 20, right? Which is a pretty massive, that's a 3-point or rebound swing, right? Like, I don't know if you see what I'm seeing, but
oh, right here. Yeah.
The projection is way higher than and maybe he's just looking at an uptick in playing time or something tonight. I'm not really sure. And obviously Brooklyn is
Probably,
not a great team,
probably because
right?
it's Brooklyn.
Yeah.
And then you got Ayton, who's done. So,
Yep.
For sure. I just I don't see a ton of edge where and this is where it gets a little tricky. So think it out loud here, and I'm just gonna pull up Prize Picks to see.
Let's just see.
Because maybe we have some more edge here.
Yeah.
Prize Picks. And I want to double check on that boost. I actually have an hour and 40 minutes. So we'll have a little bit of time after this. I can try to work on something because it's going to be a kind of in-depth there with the underdog.
Now Prize Picks is a ton of value on the Proptimizer.
Yeah, so let's roll with some prize picks. I say we roll with that.
Yeah.
So we're not getting too in the weeds here on the show. Let me pull up my Prize Picks account and then see what we got. So
there's a lot of good plays in the NBA for sure.
Yeah, so I did take a Collier under. It seems like the Jazz kind of have some other players coming in as reinforcements since half the team's been injured. So this is a play that I like as well.
So I did too. I actually took the Collier prop on FanDuel as well. They have it at under 9.5, I believe, and I took that.
Oh, nice.
As just a prop, or they have under 10.5 right now. And actually it's been trending down pretty much all day. So getting it at 10.5 is I love it. I think that's a great play.
Yeah, I went to take his assists on Novig, and it like pulled the prop before I could get it. So frustrating when that happens.
Yeah.
And then we got a lot of questionables today too, which you got LeBron questionable, you got Luka questionable, Josh Hart may not play, you got Bam. So a lot of stuff up in the air today.
Yeah.
So let's see here. We got Nick Richards over points and assists. You got Bull playing now.
Yep.
But looks like so you got this potentially as a line. We got them projected at 11.37. Sportsbooks just over at 10.6. So that is
could be
one
for sure.
Georges Niang. That looks like almost a sure bet of at least 4. So you could definitely.
I
Looks
agree.
like
I think
a
that's
push or higher.
that's one we should throw in there too.
Yeah, there we
Like,
go.
And he'll get playing time today too. That'll be good.
So we'll throw in I don't know how is it Georges?
Niang is just all I know.
Oh, okay. So we'll
Yeah.
Niang.
Niang.
We've got a bunch more people joining, so appreciate everybody on here. We're just rolling with the Prize Picks play. We got some value on Prize Picks here with Niang over 4 rebounds. Looks like a push or higher, definitely.
Yeah.
On this one, so we're gonna roll with that, and then take a look at the next play on the Proptimizer. Let's see here. Here's an alt line that I took last night, and it's Missy over. So I definitely he's been rebounding the ball like crazy. If you take a look, yeah, he's been 10, 11, 15, 10. So I don't know that I love the under on
Yeah, I
this.
agree with that. I think that's no.
But I would take like a nice alt line or something like that. So I'll probably see me play some of that.
Yeah.
Nice 7.5 or something. Let's see here. What do we like? So we're looking at Klingon. Yeah, he really hasn't been getting it done though. I know it's Brooklyn, but
it's just tough because the projection is so much higher than
right. Yeah, and that's why you don't want to look at just necessarily the last 5 because so I mean if you're liking it,
I do like it. I do.
Okay. It is Brooklyn, so just one thing while we're talking here, just I'll pull up hashtag basketball. That's kind of what we like to look at when you just the extra some extra data. I got the brain fog going too, so
it's okay.
Feel free to fill in whenever I'm dropping off. But yeah, you can look at the defense versus position on hashtag basketball. I'll actually pull it up here for you guys. So it's one of the things we kind of like to use at Sharp to, if you're ever on the fence or just want some extra data points, you can take a look at the position versus defense. So we'll pull up centers, and then we will sort by points, and we'll take a look at Brooklyn and see what they are as far as, so they are in the bottom half of the league giving up points against centers. So that kind of lines up, right? So they're about like 20, I don't know, 23 or something like that.
Yeah.
So that would line up with the over there. So yeah, I'm down to play that.
Let's send it.
Let's roll with that. And then we'll probably do one more so we don't get that, because we might get that push.
Yeah.
With Niang. And let's see here. So over 8 points. And then we'll roll with one more. Let's see what we got. So we got Le Guent's Dort over, by over a point almost on against Atlanta. It's really not very good at defense. Atlanta. I don't know.
No.
Yeah.
They are not. And I mean, Lou Dort gets minutes for sure. Especially in a game that, could get a little out of hand, like he'll play, right? So I think that I like that play a lot too. Our projection is over a PRA higher, right? So I
Yeah.
like that too.
It looks like I was just checking the last game, like to look at that. Sometimes it looks like he
Yeah.
had 19 against
Okay.
Atlanta this year. So
Love it.
again, not necessarily the last five,
No.
but Prize Picks wants you to pick based off of the last five, and they want you to pick
Yep.
on what's popular. So that's not what we're really going for. We're going for bottom up modeling, which is what our Proptimizer
Yep.
is going off of for the Sharp app projection. So it's taking a look at the last, number of games that he's played against Atlanta, as well as how Atlanta is, against small forwards and there's a ton of different data points. And then, we're also looking at the positive EV play. So we'll see if we can get him before that disappears there. And that'll be our slip.
I love it.
Let's see.
Send it.
We'll roll.
And like we said, y'all, if you guys are new around here, the Sharp app has over 16 different Proptimizers to choose from, right? So no matter whatever betting market you use, you are going to be able to find value with a Sharp Pro Plus subscription. So if you ever want to give it a try, or you just want to try it for a month, just hit Shwami up, and we'll be able to hook you up with a nice little discount. So make sure that you come get this value for sure. Shwami, what are we looking at? What are we paying here? What is it?
All right, so we got a 5x slip here, so a little not bad. So Niang over 4 rebounds. We got Klingon over 8 points, and then Dort over 14.5 PRA. That's what we're rolling with straight off the Proptimizer, guys. So hopefully we can cash that with you in the free Discord and celebrate a little win later on.
Hopefully.
So good stuff. And then we'll go over it real quick before we get into the Sharp report. But I know I mentioned it, but there was a few that I mentioned, but we don't just have the pick'ems. We have your rebet, your Novig. So these are like your sweepstakes, Fliff, not just your standard sports books, but we can pull those up as well, and you're going to be able to see like what are the best plays on the board when this is up and running. And we are still in beta, so just know that, and this is a good reason to get in right now, because we do have that discount link. So if you do use Novig, if not, you can always use promo code Shwami. But if you do use Novig, I would not take Donovan Mitchell under, because he destroys Boston. But maybe some of the other plays. This is just one that I don't know that I would take. But yeah, any of the other plays look great. But it's going to show you what the edge is. Sharp app projection. So it's not just for pick'ems either. So just want to make sure you guys saw all that. And then almost 200 sports books. So just insanity, like how much value you are getting. It's like nothing other, Mitch. Like there's not another place where you're going to get all of this info, and then you're going to get it in real time as well. So that's the part. It's like, I don't know how many seconds it is, but it's insane how fast we're getting this info now.
It really is. And so the Sharp report that you're seeing right here is not fully updated. And Coach Anthony, who oversees kind of our Sharp report and gets that data and compiles the spreadsheet, is actually, as we speak, working on getting our final one in. So do we maybe want to go to the tracker for a few minutes and just show like
Yeah.
how things have been going? So, February has been an awesome month for a lot of us coaches, including myself. I mean, I took 1 week off this month, completely off. I only bet 21 days, and I'm up 15 units this month. It's been really, really hot, and a lot of my plays come from the Sharp report, right? So we'll get into today's Sharp report in a second, but the Sharps and fading the book has been absolutely like fire for me over the past month. And so as you can see there, right, the Sharps are still hot, even though they had a hot January, they stayed hot in February. And they're just going to continue to print all year long. I mean, for the Sharps, right? If you tailed every Sharp play in college basketball, you'd be up 40 units already this year just on college basketball. That's it.
Crazy.
Just on college basketball. Like, that is insane, right? I'm not a massive college basketball bettor, but
Me either, but I might be after seeing these
in our free Sharp Discord, we have a ton of college basketball members that really like focus and highlight on college basketball. They're very knowledgeable about it. Coach Stats and Coach Anthony are very knowledgeable about college basketball. They put out college basketball plays pretty much every day. And so if
tomorrow's
you
March
are
1st.
someone who is very heavy into college basketball, the Sharp report is for you. Absolutely, because you are going to profit by tailing the Sharps in college basketball.
I know a lot of you, like, just like I was saying, it's March 1st. I know a lot of you might not be into it except for 1 month, right?
Sure.
So it's a good time to become a Sharp Pro member, because you'll be able to get that info early, early in the week, and set your bracket. And I'm sure we'll have, I'm sure we'll have some things. I'm sure Stats will have some things. Put out in the pro section. So
yeah, I mean, especially as we get toward like even conference tournament time, like we have conference tournament bets that Coach Stats always puts out, like what are the best bets per conference, and then obviously heading into the tournament, kind of who are the teams to really bet on, right? Going along, and obviously, I mean, who doesn't make a bracket, right? Even if you don't watch college basketball religiously, like everyone makes a bracket, right? And so if you're in like a work league or something, like this place in a lot of these articles are free too, by the way. This is the place to really know and understand, like, these are the teams that realistically could win, right? So you don't look like an idiot in your work bracket. That's right. You don't want that to happen.
Exactly. And why not?
Nothing better than stealing money from your coworkers.
Yeah, steal some money. Exactly.
Yeah. So another thing that I want to highlight before we get into our Sharp report is the squares. So essentially what the squares are is any time that there is a betting percentage over 75% on one side, it goes into the square section. Okay. The Sharp report is compiled in one sports book, right? And so it gets all this data from one incredibly sharp book, right? And it looks at where are the worst bettors placing their money, right? And that's what goes in the squares section. So as you'll see, according to our Sharp report tracker, in January, the squares lost 32 units. Nuts. I mean, absolutely nuts to be down 32 units, right? So, with the minus 110, if you faded those or went against those plays, you'd probably be up about 28, 29 units on the year. So, And then it continued in February, right, where they're down 6 units again, right? So it really is one of those things where like you've just got to pay attention to where the trends are, right? And even if you don't, a general rule of thumb is tail the sharps, go against the book, go against the squares, right? And really like the first anytime anyone asks me like what's the first way that I can start to become a sharper better, it is fading the public. Like 9 times out of 10 that's going to be profitable, and sometimes the squares are profitable, right? We've seen that in months before or in different sports, but in general whatever the public thinks is probably not going to happen, right? For example, like Swami's showing you, last year the squares were down 68 units, right? That's crazy. That's absolutely crazy. They only had 4 profitable months, and one of them really wasn't even profitable, right? Like that's really where you want to start off, is by fading those squares and then kind of go from there. I've been doing this for a little bit. My favorite thing to do is to go against the book. To me, that's what the book needs. To me, that has been incredibly profitable. January was a tough month for those of us that sit in the land of fading the book, but you know,
That's an anomaly,
a
right?
total anomaly, right? Total anomaly, and so
Which happens.
that's why this month has been so successful, right? Last month was a top 3 like worst betting month of my life. And this month we turn around, we go up 15 units, like in all is kind of well in the world now, right? So definitely like an anomaly for sure. Um,
Yeah, and you look at
for-
last year. I
yeah,
mean,
I mean
11
last
out of
year they
12
were down
bucks.
almost 160 units. Come on now,
Yeah.
right? Like that, it's a total anomaly. Fading the book is the way to go. Go against whatever plays are in that middle column of the sharp report. Anthony's still working on it, but do you want to pull it up and just see?
Yeah. Yeah, and just to kind
Yeah,
of put a bow on this here a little bit, this is, I mean, this is data and info that you're not going to get anywhere else. And that's kind of what's, you can say, oh, well, I can, get plays somewhere else, like for
sure.
pick'ems and, um, you know, I don't know, I can get sports book lines or whatever, possibly get an edge. But like, I mean, if you are a better, like a casual better, or take it a little bit more seriously, like this is data that is tried and true, right? It is data that is
Over
we
years,
have for years, and it's the
years.
same thing every year. And there's people that do this and they're making money. They're doing it as a side hustle here. So
Yep.
it's what separates us from every other company out there. So just
Yeah.
wanted to highlight that. But yeah, let's pull up the menu here and see what we got.
Yeah. So let me just pull this up real quick. Okay. So there's 3 columns like that we've been talking about, right? The sharps, fading the book or what the sportsbook needs, and the squares, right? And so what we want to do is we want to follow that left column and then go against the 2 other columns, right? Um, MLB preseason has been added to the Sharp report. MLB preseason is incredibly profitable. It is incredibly profitable, especially on the Sharp side of things. So make sure that if you are a Pro Plus subscriber, that you are tailing the Sharps when it comes to the spring training games. For some reason, they're always locked in. It's kind of crazy. Um, it is one of my like favorite things to do is once spring training kind of comes, you know that you got to tail the sharps on that because they really really are electric when it comes
Same
to
with NFL, like stats. His NFL, I killed it this year with those
yeah,
preseason bets.
yes, it's crazy. So for some reason our sources just have really good information and they know what to bet on in the preseason. So um that is something that, I don't often recommend blind tailing because you should always know what's going on, right? But that is one that you just plug and play, right? And watch your profits come in. So, and plus, I mean, the MLB season is right around the corner, so you gotta get the juices flowing a little bit, right? Like, let's see if the all right. So the Sharp report just got updated. So I'm wondering if you back out and then go back in. Yeah, it did. There you go. So now that this is the final Sharp report that comes out, it comes out around 5:30 Eastern time every day. And so obviously a couple college basketball plays, but really what we're going to do is focus on the NBA, right? Here's what the colors mean. We always get that question as well. The sharps on the left column there. Red means that there's 2 sharp bettors at this specific book that are betting on those plays, right? Blue means that there's 3 sharp bettors on those. And then if you scroll all the way to the bottom, we have a mega sharp section. And that's when there are 4 or more sharps. And so we're seeing money on Colorado in the NHL, and then Texas in the
minus 295. Good Lord.
I would not bet that.
No.
But the sharps did. So there you go. Right. And they really, really pushed that number. That's crazy. Heavy Avalanche are heavy favorites tonight. But yeah, so if we go into the NBA, we can kind of take a look at what the sharps are betting on, right? So you have Memphis, right? And let me pull up the Sharp app so that I can just kind of confirm some of these things. So we've got Memphis tonight playing against New York. They're in Memphis. New York has looked not good over their past little stretch of games. So not too surprised to see that Memphis is on there. The Clippers are dogs against, or no, they're favored, sorry, against the Lakers because my guess is the books are projecting that one of Luka or LeBron are not going to play tonight.
And Rui is out also.
What was that?
Oh, Rui is also out.
Yeah, Rui is out as well. Yep. I mean, look, I love Reeves as much as the Nets guy, but this Clippers team is good. And James Harden has been playing at an all NBA level this year. He really, really has. So I do like that play as well. We can get into why maybe I don't like that play as much here in a second, but it's fine. And then you got 3 totals, right? You got Detroit under, Phoenix under, and then the LA Lakers under. But that one's crossed out because there was sharp money that came in on the other side, right? So a sharp has bet the over in the Lakers game, which means that it kind of negates it from being tracked as a play, right? In the middle column, what you're going to see is we're going to go against the Clippers, we're going to go against the Jazz, and we're going to go against the Pistons. And I hate going against the Pistons because they're +1 to the Nuggets. Can you imagine at the beginning of the season, if you saw that line, the Nuggets with almost their full starting lineup, just basically a pick 'em against Detroit. Detroit is for real, for sure. Cade Cunningham is a star. But
yeah, and Duran, Asar Thompson. I mean,
they're playing really, really well, right? And obviously Utah is only +2.5 to Minnesota because Ant is out tonight, right? So Anthony Edwards is not playing. Anthony Edwards is not playing. But that line in Minnesota is actually up to -4.5, which is interesting the way that has kind of moved. Why did that move? Because the squares, right, are hammering that line. So if we're basing it based on this, right? So one of my go-tos is we look at the middle column, right? And we see the Clippers there. Then you go over to the right column. Is the team that they're playing in the right column? Yes, the Lakers are, right? So to me, that's a no bet. I don't bet on it. Okay. Then you go down to Utah, the Jazz +2.5. Are their opponent in the squares section? Yes, they are. So that negates it for me, right? But then we get to Detroit. +1. Are the Nuggets in the square column? No. I will be betting on the Nuggets tonight. It's a system that has printed money for me over the past 3 years, right? Using this report, is literally just tracking those two things, and then you just play if they don't align, right? Now another play, as we've seen with fading the squares, is to go against New Orleans tonight, right? Now who's New Orleans playing? The Suns. Frick 'em. The Suns are already in Cancun. Like,
Yeah.
they are so bad. I bet on them last night. I'm not salty about it. I think they've lost every time I bet on them this season. Like, not even like against the spread, like outright, right? They are bad. So,
Beal's out, Allen's out. I mean, Durant wishes he was out, you know. So yeah.
Yeah. So, tonight, here's a free play. I will be betting on the Nuggets on the money line. -110 is the best line for them right now. So that's I'm gonna actually put it in right now. Might as well get it at 110, right? If it's there. So, Denver, there you go. Let's go Nuggets. I don't care if Aaron Gordon's out. Jokic will show them boys, as long as he's playing. I'm sure he is. I haven't seen anything about him being out. So, and we should know very, very soon if Aaron Gordon's going to be in or out.
Yeah, Porter is playing like ass, but
Yeah, I feel like that's been a thing for a while, though.
Yeah, Christian Braun's. He got him. He got Strother. They're pretty. They got some depth.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they do. Porzingis is out tonight for the Celtics.
He's always hurt.
He always is hurt. Always. And then Trae Young will play tonight against OKC. So those are just some of the more recent updates as far as the injury report goes. So yeah, and there's the Sharp report.
Yeah, good stuff. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times I'll take like the mega sharp play.
Yep.
Too, right? When you got 4 sharps on something and it's -130 or less, not the Colorado play, but
no,
something I may look at like, -1.5, like,
oh yeah, for sure.
Something like that. We'll see.
Yeah, I was gonna say the Avalanche are that line went all the way to -340.
Wow.
If you're into that. And then the -1.5 line is at -125. So if anyone's going to grab that, you might want to grab it soon before that pushes to -2.5, or it's too juiced. I wouldn't take that line. The Wild, hand up, I don't know a ton about. There must be someone out for the Wild if that's going to happen, because the Wild have pretty much the same record. So must be someone out. But yeah. And there's your Sharp report, my friends. Tail the Sharps, especially when it comes to spring training.
Yeah. I guess I got to get out of bed and get rid of this COVID because I can't get these dang plays in early enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, and so that's something to say too, is that like the Sharp report comes out 3 times a day for everyone, right? So obviously you're not going to wait until night to put in the MLB spring training games because they already happened for the most part, right? So just keep that in mind, that when it comes out right in the morning, that's probably the best line that you guys are going to get, or the best data that we're going to get as far as MLB goes. But when the MLB season actually starts, Anthony really makes an effort to get it out around like 12:30 Eastern time, like before a lot of those games start. on the East Coast. So especially like on weekends and things like that. So, yeah. So make sure that you guys are tuning in, because the MLB, it's fun. We have a lot of fun at Sharp during the MLB season, and during the conference tournaments, and during March Madness. Like, this place is popping during this time. So
Yeah, I hit the 6 pick protected play last year on the first week. That was pretty cool for everybody. That was when it was, $20 or whatever. It's five. I'm limited to 5 now, but that was nice. And then at the end of the year, we hit a nice protected couple of them.
I remember that.
Yeah. So we do have some fun with the MLB, but if anybody has any questions, anything we can answer for you, anything you want to look at, let us know in the last few minutes here of the show, so that we can
Aaron Gordon is out, everyone, just so you know.
Yeah.
It's just
not a shocker. Back to back too, right? So
back to back for both these teams, I think.
Yeah. I think you're right.
Yeah. I'll be interested to see if the line moves. I doubt it. I doubt that the line will move much. I think that it'll probably stay at 110, minus 110-ish.
I just took it at minus 103 on Novig. So
okay, that's pretty darn good.
Yeah, that's why you got to have these books. I'm telling you, we got them on all these sports books, and you're going to be able to find the best lines, because no reason not to have.
And especially in the app or on desktop, like, you can customize what your books are, right? So you can get rid of all the books that you don't have, right? And then all that you have to do is just check the ones that you do, right? And so this is our combined odds and market screen, right? So you can see all of the different books that you have, right, all right next to each other. One of the coolest things that I like, is exactly what Swami's doing there. Like, just choose the books that you want, right, and put them next to each other, and you can actually move them on the screen as well, right? So if your primary is DraftKings, right, but you want to see where Circa's line is, right, even if you don't have Circa, right, if you want to compare it to a really sharp book, like, you're going to be able to move those columns around, right, so that you can put them literally right next to each other. Thank you for modeling. I really appreciate that. That was really nice of you.
Yeah, I did want to
see the differences
at one point in my life, but didn't work out for me.
So obviously you can see DK is right there with Circa. So another tool that you can see there is the average odds as well. How does a sharp projection come up with the projection? I've seen everything point toward the under, and it's projecting the over. Can you give us an example? Are you talking about player props, or are you talking about game lines?
I'm talking about player props. So yeah, that's the bottom up modeling kind of we were talking a little bit about earlier. So like, I can pull something up real quick, and I'm sure we'll pull it up on Prize Picks so yeah, right here, Simone Fontecchio.
You nailed that.
Yeah, thank you. Under 5 points here, but the Sharp app is projecting over 5 points. So that is basically saying that the sports books are projecting him for under 5, right? We have a sports books projection of under 5, but the Sharp app is projecting over. So that does happen, and that is what I call a fade. I just fade those plays, because if there's, that's just a big red flag for me, as we're projecting him in our modeling, which is, past performance against a team, among a number of other factors that, make us different and make our modeling and projections really, really, really good. So that's, just one of those cases where I fade it. And I like that it has this, honestly, because more times than not, when I fade the play, I mean, you follow my plays. So, it works out in our favor. So when you just go ahead and fade that because something doesn't line up.
Yeah.
So
That's a great question, though.
Yeah. Great question. So,
anyone else? Questions?
Yeah, because we're not just here for the people that don't have the Sharp app, that aren't Sharp pros, but we're here for you if you have questions. If you are a pro member and you want to know how to use the Proptimizer too, so
yeah. And I just while y'all are typing away at your questions, I will just say, I am going on a live stream hiatus. I coach soccer, so I will be out for I'll be sidelined for a couple of months here, and then I'll come back. Pretty much right before the summer hits. So Swami's gonna hold down the fort for us and put winners out every single week, and so obviously keep showing him love, and I'm gonna miss our bonding sessions every Friday. I really am.
Yeah, for sure. So sad to see, but we'll probably go on a nice little winning streak or something like that.
Yeah,
no, I'm just playing.
That's true. So make sure you're in the Discord to get my plays.
Yeah,
You won't get them here.
Exactly. But we will probably just run a little bit more plays here, since Mitch is a little bit bigger on the Sharp report than me. I'm more in the player prop side, but I'll still go over the Sharp report with you guys each week. So don't worry about that. And then, lastly, before we get out of here, like we've showed you guys, I mean, we have added the Proptimizers. We have the sub, second, real-time data. We got the Sharp report, where the Sharp money's going. We got the data from years now to prove that it's profitable. So that's why I like to call it the app that pays for itself, because if you are tailing, like Mitch and the fading the sportsbook plays, and or tailing me with the pick'ems, I mean, we are making money over time, and it really does work. So make sure that you get the discount now, because we're still building this thing up to, from its infancy. We've come so far so fast, and like Kim Kardashian says, we didn't come this far to come this far. So we're going to keep going. And but we still do have a discount for you guys, so hit me up, hit Mitch up,
Just try it for a month. Right? Try it for a month, use the tools, see how you can perfect them, right? And if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you, but I can promise you it'll probably work for you. For sure.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll be happy to answer any questions you guys have. Hit us up in Discord or me on X, whatever, however you want to, and we will be excited to have you. And then the other way you can the other way you can do it is through Prize Picks, Underdog. You can always use my code if you're not a member, or if you don't have the app, and you can get 2 months free still, which is like a $250 value if you're getting $50 on Prize Picks, and then you're getting 2 months free of Sharp Pro. Nothing better than that. I mean, why wouldn't you do that? Talk about like risk free, and then you're making money on top of that. So just get in here, like Mitch said, try it for a month, and you're gonna love it. We promise.
So, we do.
And since I quoted Kim K, I'm not just I'm not just the president. I'm bald too. So what does that guy say? I'm not just. Remember back in the day? I forget what he says, but he had the the hair on him. He's like, he was a member. He's not just the president. He's a member. So, yep, I got the COVID brain, guys. COVID fog going. So
we're off the rails. That's all right.
off the rails. Yeah. But no, yeah, my wife started watching. I watched the last 2 seasons of Kim. Yeah, I'm a client too. There you go, G.
Yes,
man.
you're right.
You know
That's what it is. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Yep.
Yeah. Been watching too much of the Kardashians lately with the wife. So anyway, everybody, good luck on your bets this weekend. And yeah, thanks for joining us.
Go win everything. You
Yeah.
deserve it.
You do. See you guys. Good
Sweet.
stuff, man. Good to be back with you.
Yeah, for sure.
Sorry, I was gone, but
no, it's good. We had just over 100 people, I think.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
just got there.
We'll take that.
So
We'll take that.
we
For
will
sure.
take it.
Okay.
How many people did you have when I was gone? Do you know?
No, so I had
Or
last week. I think we peaked at like 87 or something like that, which was fine.
yeah,
like
cool.
totally good. So, but it was
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Nice. Man.
Okay. Well, enjoy. Obviously, I'll see you in the Discord.
Yeah, for sure. All right, we'll miss you.
Yep. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
See ya.